Hey there, Life Church. This is Associate Pastor Brendan Dry. I'm just sending a quick message about Easter coming up in just a few days. And normally, this week, I would be really eagerly anticipating being together to worship on Sunday. We'd probably be picking out like a cool outfit for our son Isaac so he'd look really dapper and cute on Sunday morning. We'd be talking with family about dinner plans. And this year, it's all going to be different. And I think you're probably in the same boat. And truthfully, it's been a little sad and disorienting for me to try to think about celebrating one of my favorite days of the year, but knowing I won't be together physically with a lot of people I love and care about. Still, I do feel hopeful because I've heard from many of you, especially in the Life Church Auburn Hills community, about how this disorienting season has been an opportunity for you to reorient parts of your life back to God. And I think that's the opportunity ahead of us this week, especially. This is unfamiliar territory, but maybe because it's unfamiliar territory, we might hear the familiar story of Jesus and his death and resurrection in a new and fresh and powerful way. So, how can we do that? How can we put ourselves in position to experience togetherness with God this week? Well, a few things to encourage you with. First is we can be together with God in his word. And I would encourage you to follow the daily devotions that we're posting on our social media. These are really family friendly and they kind of tell the story of the last week of Jesus' life. And I would encourage you to just mark out time to do that as a family, to be together with God in scripture. We can be together with God in prayer. And I know prayer is something, when I do it by myself, I have a lot of good intentions and I always feel like I should do it more, but there's something about praying together that is just, it's more powerful. And to me, it's just easier to make that a regular part of my life. That's what's so cool about our 7 and 7 prayer gatherings. Even if you don't catch them live, 7 a.m. on Tuesdays or 7 p.m. Thursdays, and we hope you do, you can watch those back. Now we have a bank of about 6 or 7 of those, and it feels like you're praying together. We're praying along with somebody from our church. So I would encourage you to take advantage of those. Be together with God in prayer this week. We can be together with God in fasting. Okay, fasting, that's not something we talk a whole lot about at Life Church Auburn Hills. And for some of you, fasting is like second nature. You grew up doing it. And for others of you, you're wondering, is fasting even healthy? Is it even safe to do that? Just to take you behind the scenes a little bit, when we were talking about this as a staff, Makisha Jones, our next gen director, suggested a fast in the week leading up to Easter. And I thought, oh, this sounds super cool. So like we would all choose a day and we would give something up that day. And she looked at me like, no, we would fast all week. And that's, I think, where a lot of us are coming from. It's a different, depending on the cultural context that you come from, a different experience of fasting. But here's what we landed on as a staff. On Saturday, this Saturday, the 11th, we're going to fast from food from sun up to sundown. And we are also going to unplug from social media as much as possible. And we want you to join us in that. Fasting communicates to God, you are the one we need more than anything, even more than the food that nourishes our own body. We need you. We need your presence. We need your power in us. And then there's this other dimension of fasting that's so cool. In the book of Isaiah, God actually speaks to the people of Israel and says, the fast that I want is a fast of justice and righteousness. So if you're going to be fasting from food, also make sure that you are serving one another and loving one another in a just and merciful way. And so I think this is a great day for us to take a concrete step to love one of our neighbors, to serve somebody else. And we'll send out some ideas this week about one way to do that. So we would invite you to fast with us on that Saturday. Then the last thing is we can be together with God in worship. We're planning some special services on Good Friday at 5 p.m., April 10th, and then Easter Sunday at 10:45 a.m. There's going to be different things going on. We're going to try at-home communion on Friday. We're going to have some different stories that are recorded from members of our Life Church family to share with you on Easter Sunday. They're going to be impactful services of worship. And so we want you to be present at them, but then also to be sharing those live streams with others. And I've heard cool stories of people who are jumping on those live streams who never would set foot in the church building, who are participating in our church in that way. And so I would encourage you to seize this moment. Think about, who can I share this stream with? Who can I initiate a conversation with about faith this week? Because there's a lot of people looking for something concrete, an expression of hope, something to hope in, or something to work for or to look towards in this season. And I think Jesus and his death and resurrection is that thing. So Life Church Auburn Hills, we love you, and we are excited to be on this journey together with you this Easter.